and welcome to Trains and Viatic. I hope everyone's good today, and I hope everyone can hear me okay today. I haven't got that software running, so hopefully it should all be good, and I can see that the sound there. So, hi Lee, hi Alex, hi Carl, hi Peter, hi Smallbrook Junction, hi David, and I think that's everyone. Did I miss anyone? So how is everyone today? Next week we start for new layout. This week I want to look at DCC systems, as I'm going to be reusing one of my old DCC system for this project, but it's always nice to see what there is. So today there's only this camera and screen capture, but hopefully when I do screen capture, people should see that as well. So few things I need to decide before I even start for DCC choosing anything is, am I going analog or am I going digital? Well, with things like this and this for 2 trains for the layout, you disappearing bots. I'm going to go DCC because they should be easy to chip eventually. So let's go and get some websites up. Let me hopefully press for, nope, not that one. There we go. So I'm there. So 2 ways to go for if you're looking for a DCC system. Most important thing is to get hands-on. You can then decide if you want to go for a throttle-based system or a controller-based system. My my e-course is a controller-based system because it's all based around one controller. Ooh, I hope you're growing a lot in your garden, Alex. So yeah, so DCC, you need to decide if you're going for a console like for ECOS or a handheld like for NEC. So let's have a look at the main systems out there, in my opinion. I don't have ESU there. So one company I have always been happy with is Digitrax. They make things easy, but they're also American, so they do starter sets. I actually got into DCC by going for one of their starter sets, which is long gone, but they keep on updating them, so I went for the Evolution, I think it was, because that gave me the ability to control more trains. But I also like the Zephyr, which have been advanced over the years. So this is a Zephyr. That's a console-based system, but you can easily add throttles to it. This is one system I would recommend to anybody. It's really good. It's expandable, so when I bought my system, the standard number of function on a decoder was, it was DigiKey that went bust. Digitrax is still there. Yeah, for first throttle I bought only provided function up to 12, but they then had a system whereby you can upgrade, send it back for an upgrade, and now you can upgrade it yourself. So Digitrax allow you to expand, and that's all because of the local net capacity in it. So if you want to go handheld, it would be something like this we're about to get for base station, faceplate, and for throttle, which can either be wired or wireless. I keep on looking at getting one of these throttles because I like having a throttle to walk around with while I'm doing things. If you're more for throttle, the next few ones I'll show you are going to be more throttle based. One of the systems which have been around a very long time is Lens, but it keep on getting revived. Lens actually set out quite a few of the standards. Lens started Railcom, and I believe a lot of DCC reference back to Lens. So they have been there for a very long time. And one thing to know is there's three main bus systems, which is the communications between throttles and controllers. You have LocoNet, you have the Lens one, which I can't remember what it was. I knew it a few moments ago. And then you have CAN bus, which is used by quite a few. Hi, Brian. Looking at DCC systems today. Looking at what I could use for the layout. Hi, Big Red. Yeah, that's a very good place to start. So Lens and DigiChat are not. Did I miss Andy? Oh, it's Marlbrook Junction, you're Andy. I get your name confused. No, who's Andy? I can't remember. So, Lens system is compatible with Rocco, Lens, and ZTC. Hot dog. I already said hi to you. My brain doesn't work. So yeah, Lens is ZTC, Lens, and Rocco. Slash ZV1. Digitrack is Digitrack Uniblock, and then there's a lot of passover with the Rocco system. So the other system which I recommend quite a lot is a NEC Power Cab. This is a very good start system. My brother-in-law have it, and it one which I would actually consider for the new layout. So if I'm going a bit more advanced, I can go for the Z21. This is designed for you to use with your mobile phone. So it allows you to have the ability to let anybody to play with your system. You just need to provide a DCC system. Yeah, and NCE seem to be a very good system. And NCE have a lot of compatibility with DCC concepts. So they both use the same bus system. So for Z21, oh yeah, I have seen what tax scale I've been putting out. So Z21 have grown over the years. They bring out all kinds of lovely things. So you've got 3 different types of base station. They then have handheld controllers, they have boosters, they have detection, and then they have mad things like train cameras. So this gives you a full ecosystem. You also need to be careful with which one of these you buy, because the Z21 and the Z21 White both have different input and output ports. The Z21 does support LocalNet a bit. So, if you want the ability to control the Batman Dynamic is a good system. The Batman Dynamic have some sort of connection to the ESU. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm going to upset some people with this one. Batman and Hornby, I buy trains from them. They try to keep up with the game with what's happening on DCC, but I wouldn't particularly buy one of the Hornby or Batman controller, because for the amount of money you spend on it, you can get one of the other systems. But if you like the dynamic, go for what you like. Let's go on to the next thing I want to say is, how do you choose your digital system? The best advice I give anybody and everybody is get hands-on. So I got a few pages I have actually got up here. Trains, DCC train automation, and coastal DCC. I won't go at the moment. I won't go for the Bluetooth option because at the moment the train I bought 15 years ago and put a chip in, that will still work with my DCC controller I buy tomorrow from anywhere. But for Bluetooth, is that tap going to be supported in 15 years' time? We have all seen with Hornby, they come out with this brilliant product, it don't get for sales, then they go and kill it. That was their live Steam. They've done it with several other things, so yeah, a bit like that. Yeah, I do agree. Some of these new systems have too much engineering in them. That's why I haven't gone for things like Zimbo today or anything like that, because they're just over the top. Even the Ecos is over the top for the layout I'm building. But so I'm trying to keep to the simple systems. Yeah, the live streaming system did require a lot of maintenance, but that system had 2 years worth of release, if I remember correctly, and then they just canned it. And you had their Engage scale day or whatever they called it. That died off. I know they got to make a profit, but Hornby seemed to be going, ooh, that looked like a good idea. Let's go and put tons of money in that. Nobody liked it. Yeah, anything can happen in 15 years' time. But my sound chips are still, yeah, Linden and, yep, that's the one. So, I personally don't think the Bluetooth is a good idea, as Mum and Dad's phones, they're not going to support the chip. But I can go and get them to go onto a web page and access the systems I showed today. So, Digitrack, you got web Wi-Fi interface. Cheers, Brian. Yeah, Digitrack, there's a Wi-Fi adapter. Lens, there's a Wi-Fi adapter. Rocco, plugged directly in. NEC you can buy a adapter, and you just load up JRMI or something like that, and you can access it. So DCC over Bluetooth in my opinion, but feel free to try Bluetooth. Also, Bluetooth doesn't get over some of your problems. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about NCE, and if a layout gets invited, there's to enough exhibitions, it might get upgraded to NCE. So, if you're not sure what DTC system you want, best advice is if you live in the southwest of the country, go to DCC Train Automation. He have a good display. If you live in the southeast, you have a coastal DCC. If you live in the Midlands, you have Digitrains. I use all three of these, and they do all go to the shows. So all three of these offer you the ability to go and play with the DCC systems. If you're about to buy a DCC system, do not go for DigiKeys. DigiKeys is about to disappear if it haven't disappeared. And I do agree, James Hudson is DCC Train Automation. We have a love-hate relationship. I want to get my hands on the YMMORC system. It have a lot of promise. That's the reason that DigiKey have disappeared, because of some sort of development thing, that kind of stuff. I don't want to. I have only heard rumours, so I can't say what's going there. But if it wasn't for the fact that DigiKey had disappeared, I would have recommended their system. The only downside of I found is, yeah, there's a lot of systems out there. But other interesting one is Gauge Master. That's rebadged. I can't remember whose system it is. And Gauge Master is working on their own system. But I also want to take us to DCC Concept, as they have some interesting products. They sell the DCC for NEC system. MRC, yeah, that's the one. But they do a lot of DCC Concept do a lot of add-ons for the NCE system, and they find ways to get it to work with other systems. So, what am I going to use for Plank? At the moment, it's going to be for Digitracks, because I have so many of it. So I'm going Digitracks for the time being, but if a layout gets a lot of views, I'll be upgrading to NCE. It's just a case of my brother-in-law have NCE, and I think it's a good system, good base system, and if a new layout actually gets exhibitioned anywhere, he'll be coming down to play trains with me. Okay, so it's now time for me to press a button. There's no sound effects this week, so biscuit of the week. What's your guess? What do you think it's going to be? Yeah, you can always press emergency stops. So, what biscuits do people think it's going to be? Hobnobs, custard cream, Brinos? Haven't heard that one. This week biscuit is lemon puffs. That might come out quite soon. Digestive, jammy dodgers. We already had jammy dodgers. Rich teas. Yeah, need to get some rich teas. This week we have Oreos. Ah! So this is an Oreo. Everybody love them. I'm not too sure. A lot of people separate them. I don't really drink milk, so don't have any milk to go with it. But if I separate quite nice, you got the cream in the middle, put the top on, and give it a good crunch. Nothing really special. It might be good with cream, but the filling is a bit sickly. Yeah, a bit too sweet. I will finish it. But, yeah, not my favourite biscuit of the series. So, what do I have coming up this week? Let go and press yet another button. And it was that one. So this week, we're about to go into July. Close for ad. 1st and 2nd of the month, row at Buxton. I'll be there on for Saturday. If you see me, say hi. Very good show. I've been chatting to them all year. The video will be out on Saturday evening. Very good people, really nice people. They put up with me. You also have the Grand Central Nottingham Transport Centre, Model Railway Society. Hopefully I will. Then on for Sunday, you've got the Royal Model Railway Club Open Day. That's down in Birmingham. I'm planning to be there. But you have quite a few shows this weekend. So Worley, Farnham and District, that's down in Farnham. Very good club. They put on a good show. I hope you're enjoying your walk in Big Red. Quite a few shows on, so that should all be good. Anything in South Yorkshire? Nope, nothing South Yorkshire. But that's next week's. Eccles Valley Railway Association First East Midland Large Scale Model Railway Show. I've been told I have to be there by Mount Models. But he said, Richard, you're going to that show, you've got no option. Oh, that should be a good one. So I'm going to leave you all there. Saturday we've got Rarets. Don't know if I'll be filming Sunday or not. Then next Wednesday we start the new layout. Make sure to tell everyone you know that I'm an absolute idiot and come along and watch me try to build a layout in 9 hours or 9 1-hour slots. So, which show was that one? Middleton show. Yeah, there's one for you, Big Red. So let me go and press a button. So I'll see you all next week. Don't worry, we'll keep Biscuit of the Week during the build. Join Brian on Saturday. Also, Anthony, if you're watching this, I hope you're flying across the Atlantic safely and see you when you're back. And I'll see everybody next week. Thank you very much, Richard.